Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny. Today I'm doing a fun collab video with Crystal from CSavi Makeup. Today's video is going to be a Shop My Stash, which is really cool because we both got in contact and sent each other pictures of our collection and we picked each other's makeup out. So I will have her video linked down in the comments, down in the description box, up here in the cards somewhere. Definitely go check out her video after mine so you can see what I picked out for her. So if you would like to see what products she picked out for me, go ahead and keep watching. So Crystal and I decided that we were going to skip the base. We were just going to pick our own like foundation, concealer, powder, and stuff like that. So I did already put my base on. We also didn't discuss brows, so I went ahead and filled those in. The palette that she picked out for me was the Snow White palette, which I haven't used in a while. I actually have a review and swatches and stuff of this palette. If you're interested, I will link it up here for you. My eyes are already primed, and to start, I'm going to mix the shades Pastel 10 and Rose 300 just to set the primer. Taking the shades Saddle 104 and Saddle 106, I'm going to put that in my crease and the outer V. Going into the shades Salmon 103 and Cocoa 103, I am going to do the same exact thing with those shades. Going into the shade Beige 106, which is definitely not beige, it is green, I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to pack this all over my lid, focusing more on the outer half. Going into the light green called Pastel 101, I'm going to pat that on the inner half of the eye. Taking a little more of that dark green shade, I am just going to kind of blend those two together. So since this palette is an all matte palette, she picked a shimmer shade for me, and the shade that she went with was the shade Birthday Girl, which is a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. It is a metallic finish. Unfortunately, I don't know that they sell this anymore. This was limited edition. I'll let you know if this is still available down below in the description box, but I'm going to go ahead and put this all over my eyelids. So we didn't discuss mascara or lashes or anything like that either, so I went ahead and put those on. And while I like the way that this looks, I feel like it needs a little bit of smokiness. Taking a flat top brush, I'm going to go into the shade Gray 11, which is this nice black shade. And I'm just going to kind of smoke that into the lash line. I know it's probably not good to do this now that I've already got lashes on, but oh well. I'm also going to start like to flick it up out here on the end a little bit. So I think that added a little bit of depth that the look needed. I'm going to take a little bit of liner and just connect the inner part to my lashes. Moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to take Saddle 104 and Saddle 106 and put that all along the lower lash line. Taking that same pencil brush, I'm going to go into the shade Salmon 103 and the shade Cocoa 103 and do the same thing, but focus that kind of more on the inner, or the outer half edge. Oh, what the heck. Take it all the way in. Taking a flat definer shade and going into that beige 106, putting that all along the lower lash line. Taking just a teeny tiny bit of that black shade, I'm going to just put that on the very outer section of the lower lash. Okay, so now the eye look is finished and I think it's really pretty. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the face. Crystal ended up picking my tried and true bronzer, so I am going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'll be using mine in light bronzer. For blush, she ended up picking the Amazonian Clay Blush Palette Color Wheel. This was a holiday palette from a couple years back, like 2 years back I think. I haven't used this in forever, so I was kind of excited that she picked this out. And actually I am going to go into these two shades right here, Concept and Icon. So mostly Concept with like a hint of Icon. For highlight, she picked the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade, what is this, Luminous Light. So I'm going to target that on the tops of the cheekbones, bridge of the nose, and I am going to put a little bit on the inner corners of my eyes as well. This is a very natural highlight, but it's beautiful. So we actually didn't decide on a lip color either, so I thought I would go ahead and do a more like brownie neutral. So for my lips, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Geek Plush Matte Cream in the shade Jetsetter. And just for a little bit of gloss, I'm going to take the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Aquarius. So this is the final look. I hope you enjoy it. I really like how the eye look turned out. It's smoky and glittery. I would have never paired the glitter and the shadow together, so I really like the way that this looks. And I really like how the whole look pulled together, so thank you very much, Crystal. Go to Crystal's channel. I will have it linked up in the cards and down in the description box, so make sure that you check her out after this. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe, please feel free, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.